Selfie?
Hey, no, we're recording, honey.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we're walking the lake. Yes, we are. Sexy as hell. Us too. What's up, people?
Hi.
Hey.
All right, I want to say welcome back to my YouTube channel. I want to say, hey, if you're new, welcome. And I want to say, if you already been true and been subscribed, I want to say welcome back. So, guys, I just wanted to let you know this is going to be a mixture of my grand opening stuff happening, then also me going to Miami, Florida for my procedure and to also celebrate my daughter's 15th birthday. So we have a lot going on. Dang, my face looking good. So I don't know if it's because I'm taking these vitamins for surgery that my face is starting to be just like clear, or is it this products that I've been using, which for the sun, I've just been using like the sun screen protector, but I don't know if that's it. But anyway, so I wanted to say the last video I posted was me going to my pre-op appointment with my primary doctor to get my medical clearance for 2 facilities. So I got my medical clearance for both. She didn't have any problem clearing me for 2 different facilities. I explained her the raw detail. Like, I like my primary doctor because I can be really upfront with her about just my medical, if I'm dating a guy, just anything with my body, I feel comfortable with her, and that's how it should be. So when I came in there to tell her, because she also did my pre-op for my breast implants, which I am going to do a 1-year post-op because my 1-year post-op is actually here now. So for anybody who's going in for breast augmentation and needing more information, I can also give you that as well. But so I just keep it real with my doctor. Like, she's like, you're back. I was like, yeah, I'm doing one more procedure, just one more procedure. And this is something I've been wanting since I was 17 and was pregnant with my one and only daughter. And after losing my virginity and getting pregnant the first time, my body stretched pretty big at 17. So I have like stretch marks, and not that I have like a big belly that I want to get rid of, because that's not the case. When I do my consultation with these surgeons, I say specifically, I would like to remove the stretch marks. That's like my main goal. I don't even care about necessarily removing fat, because again, I'm not a big girl. I'm 5'8", and I used to be 130, but I put on extra 30 pounds for this procedure. So I'm 162. I'm 162. So it's a big 30 pounds that I put on. And if anybody wants help on how to gain weight, I can help you. I'm not a medical doctor or anything, but I can just give you tips on what I did, because my metabolism is very fast, and it was very hard to like pack on the pounds. So needless to hear there, I always tell my surgeon when I want the tummy tuck, the reason behind it is not for fat removal. What it is for stretch marks. I would like them to be removed. I went to so many laser companies who stated that mines are so like deep. There's different type of stretch marks. There are some that are on the surface level, and then there are some so deep that when you go over with your hand, you can feel that it indents in where the stretch mark is. Those are more deeper, and that's what I have on my belly. And that's okay to have that, because I got pregnant at 17. My body was probably still growing at that time. So I understand that mines are going to be difficult to get rid of. I'm determining if I want to show you guys my stretch marks. That's something like really like sensitive for me. Like, I mean, the men that I dated, of course, they're going to have to see it, but like to show the whole world, that's kind of a lot. So, yeah. So, mines aren't service level. So the bad news is they said no laser treatment will help me. They did say I had some minor surface ones, but those are up by my belly button. I'm like, really? Those like 6-7 stretch marks above my belly button? That ain't what I want to pay thousands of dollars to just remove that. She was just telling me the ones below it, they're so deep, and those ones that have way more. And she couldn't do nothing for me. At least she kept it real with me. And she said there's no stretch mark oils or any cream could help that. So I feel sorry for people who's using it and thinking that it's going to help, because depending on how deep it is, it won't help. And I was even using bio oil during my pregnancy, as I started to form stretch marks, as I was still holding my baby in my belly, and no matter what, I would still wake up with stretch marks. And I was putting that bio on like day and night when I was 17 years old. So that goes to show you, I don't know how it works for people. Bio oil must save somebody else's life out there, but it ain't saved mine. So I have so much to catch up on with you guys. I don't even know where to begin with this video. I'm sitting at my work desk at home, so I can't really show you everything because I'm using my cell phone to prop up this video. Speaking of that, I decided to go all in for my YouTubers who've been subscribed and following my journey through opening my beauty supply and hair salon, and for those who have been just following me for my, either it's my breast augmentation, my homeowner's journey, or if it was now this BBL and tummy tuck journey. I don't know which journey you're following, and some people will follow me about the Range Rover journey, which I have not went back for my second Range Rover. I'm looking for the best one. I ended up returning that Range Rover, so I don't know if I lost subscribers because of some of the men wanted to see more of that, but I promise you guys, I am still getting another truck. It's just a lot been going on. So needless to say, oh yeah, I was gonna say, so speaking of the phone, me propping up the phone, I went all out for my subscribers, and I purchased me a Sony camera. I looked at the best vlogging camera for vloggers on YouTube or wherever you vlog from, and it led me to a couple models. Well, it actually led me to a few of them. So I ended up choosing one that was reasonable for my price range. It was a Sony, is it DVZ or DZV1, something like that, DVZ or DZV1 Sony camera. It comes with the wind protector for the microphone at the top, a handheld so you can hold it for vlogging, and then I also bought a wide lens screen that you can put on the front of the lens if you wanted to do any wide angle, like capturing any wide angles. I'm not sure if I would have needed that piece, but I thought if I'm going to vlog all out. So my accessory package was packages for that camera. I actually bought separately than buying the Sony camera. So the Sony camera will be delivered to me on Wednesday. Today is Saturday, and then my accessories are coming this Sunday. So I'll have my accessory before the camera. So sorry, we're still vlogging on the phone. I had some good feedback from a couple people that were saying that you know, that I can improve on my quality. And so with the cell phone, I love my cell phone, but I needed to do better. Like there's so much things that I want to vlog, and it's just like taking this camera around and propping it, and then I broke the camera stand, so that was useless. And then just going to Miami for the first time, I wanted to be able to capture all these moments coming to be with my daughter, so I took the risk and bought it. So guys, the camera's coming on the way, and when you come with me for my trip to Miami, which I have 16 days remaining, because it tells you on the portal how many days you have left to your surgery. So I have 16 days until me and my daughter get on the plane. Yeah, I have some bad news. I've been putting so much stuff in my luggage that I think my zipper broke, or it's about to break, like the stitching that holds the zipper. So luckily I know how to sew, so I'm going to sew it back. And since my daughter is packing way light than me, and I've got all the surgery supplies, and I just keep adding more, which I'm trying to stop looking at YouTube videos and buying more junk. No, I won't call it junk, because who knows, I'm having 2 procedures, so maybe it isn't necessarily junk, but Trying not to buy anymore. So this is my last time buying anything. I'm going to show you guys some more stuff that I packed. I don't know if people really paid attention to the first surgery packing that I did, video that I did, but I might, before we actually get ready to leave the house and get on the plane, I will do one more just to show you guys everything I got, because it's a lot. So, and I'm hearing that you won't even need half this stuff. So I'm preparing for the worst, but people said that most of the stuff you're going to end up throwing away. So that's the bad thing about it. So where do I start? Do I show you guys like the new stuff that I got? Or do I open it up to telling you guys something that just occurred? So not only did I receive both my clearance papers, see how thick they are? Like, both surgery centers wanted so much. There was one that wanted more than the other. So remember that there was 305 plastic surgery, also known as New Life Plastic Surgery. They wanted $9,500 or $50, something like that. I think it was $500. I don't think it would be $9,050. So it had to be $9,500. No, it was $9,050. Because I ended up putting $500 deposit down, and it ended up, because it ended up bringing it down to like, so I think it was like $9,050 for BBL tummy tuck. Then AVANA plastic surgery wanted $7,500, and I put my deposit down with them. So I had deposits sitting in both, but as time started getting closer to the surgery, because I have like 2 weeks. I actually got in the month of June. I'm having it at the end of June, on June 28th, 2022. Getting on the plane June 26th, 2022. So we'll arrive on that Sunday. Surgery's on Tuesday. Pre-op is on Monday. So I just wanted to give myself time to get settled in the hotel, go to the grocery store, take my daughter out to eat, let her enjoy, and go shopping. So as I start getting close, remember I put my deposit down on 2 is because I was hearing that AVANA plastic surgery is more of a not reliable. Their coordinators, surgery coordinators don't respond to any of your emails or calls. They keep saying that you can't speak to a coordinator when you do call, and that they will send a message to have them call you back, and you won't hear anything for 3 to 4 days, sometimes a week. So you don't know where you're at. You can't speak to anybody. So I was like, I don't want to risk it with them, because they was the first one I chose back in 2020 when I was going to have surgery. But I ended up doing my boobs in Minnesota. So I took them and let them have a back seat, because I had put a deposit back in the year of 2020 with them. And I ended up getting my breast done here in Minnesota. So I took that money and just paid for my breast. And because I knew that their deposit was good for 3 years. But ladies, they have changed it at AVANA plastic surgery. I'm hearing that it's only good for no longer 3 years. So I don't know if it's 1 or 2 years. So I hate that they changed it. Maybe because people like me drug it all the way out. It's 2022 and I literally just drug it all the way out. So what they quoted me, I still get to keep that price, but they no longer include your garment, your massages. They was like, yeah, if you're going to move with us, they just recently told me this a week ago. Like, yeah, we got all your labs, but just so you know, what you quoted and what they quoted you in 2020 has changed. We're no longer giving that in your package. That is done separately. And your massages are separately. All of that supplies are separately. And back then they were quoting me wonderful 5 lymphatic massages with 1 garment for the price of $7,500 for both BBL and tummy tuck. But now they're saying, your $7,500 is for the procedure. Everything else is sold separately. I was like, oh, okay. But anyway, I was already expecting to spend $9,000 at 305 plastic surgery. So at the end of the day, I still will be saving with you guys, even though you're telling me what was quoted in 2020 won't stand. So I didn't get mad at my coordinator. She was a new coordinator from what I dealt with in 2020. She just telling me what's now the new thing. And she was way more sweeter. And she responds to my emails right away. So she was better than the one in 2020. Even though I had a better deal back there, that lady wouldn't respond to me at all. I would have to keep going to managers. So she's actually awesome. She said, I can't wait to see you. She's just so sweet. So the reason why I went 305 is because of hearing the backstory. So long story short, when I got in the month of June, guess who started communicating with me and being all like, we're excited to have you. Can you get this in? Andrea was still waiting on it, even when it wasn't even in the month of June. I have 30 days to get my labs in. My surgery is June 28th. AVANA was in the middle of May talking about, RX has been loaded on the portal. Make sure that your doctor fills this out and get the labs to us. I'm like, slow down, ma'am. It hasn't even been 30 days before the surgery date to even get my labs in. She said, we'll accept labs before the 30 days. Well, she didn't know. I'm not going to go to my doctor's office more than twice. The other plastic surgery, 305, they wanted it within that 30-day window. So they wasn't uploading no RX. They wasn't sending it to me until we got to that 30-day window. So I'm not going to schedule an appointment with my doctor to have it done twice. No. So AVANA, you don't have a time limit. You're going to have to wait so we can get pre-ops done at the same time. So but I like how she was like still just being, no, I don't want to call it being aggressive, but she was like on it, like, you know, did you get that in? Did you do this? Did you do that? Blah, blah. So she don't know in the back of her head, no, I got 2 of y'all that I'm trying to get these labs for. Y'all gonna have to wait to, you know, I'm going with whoever got the time limit, that's the one. And AVANA, you didn't. So she was just very eager. So she was very she would communicate very well. So when she didn't hear from me, I said, Selena, just so you know, I scheduled the appointment. It's in a week. She's like, okay, just let me know. And then what happened, she's like, okay, I still haven't got it. Like, can you allow time for the labs to come back? My physician does some labs in their clinic if you're doing like small labs, but how many bloods I drew and all that stuff, they sourced it out to LabCorp. LabCorp, it had me waiting 1 to 2 days. Some will come back within that next day. Then some took the next day after that. So, and then there was some that was instant that uploaded on my medical records, my chart with them. So even after she knew my appointment, she was like, you didn't load anything. I'm like, girl, if you don't calm down, I have to tell her like this. It's a couple days before they come back, but I'll get it loaded. So the fact that they were so, I guess, very on it, aggressive. I like that. Like, that proves to me that y'all not gonna waste my time. Just like I wouldn't waste your time. If I'm getting on that plane to have this procedure, I'm having this procedure. So they just turned my outlook on them all the way around. See, that's why you never judge a book by its cover. Well, I had no choice but to judge the book by its cover at first, because I didn't go by what I'm hearing. I went by what y'all did to me in 2020. Y'all wouldn't communicate. So I wasn't technically judging them by their book, by their cover, because what you guys really did to me in 2020 by the other surgical coordinator, she wouldn't respond at all. So I would have to go to her manager. But long story short, they're responding now and they're way on it. So now I started to like, dang, maybe I should just seek my surgery here. Y'all cheaper anyway. And I love my coordinator. She's very nice. And I guess who decided not to respond? 305. And that's shocking, because they're not like that. They're the ones that wasn't responding or communicating. Then when I reach out, like, I'm just waiting on my labs. It is going to be 30 days in 1 more day. Do I have to literally wait till the 1 day? And she's like, well, call this number. This is the call center. Just call this number. They'll get you connected to someone. And then when I called that, they was like, we wait till the 30 day. I said, we'll be 30 days in 1 more day. I have my appointment already scheduled. I don't want to get to the appointment to see my pre-op doctor and she don't have no lab work. So what you guys are requesting from me? What type of blood draws do you need? EKGs? What do you need? Urine samples? I already got stuff from the other one. I don't have nothing for them. So long story short, she blew it off. So I ended up texting back the person in the email who was my coordinator that told me to call the call center. I said, well, I called the call center and now they're telling me that I have to wait 30 days and it's going to be that in 1 day. She's like, I don't know why they would say that. We actually don't even have a timeline. I'm like, so the whole time you didn't have a timeline? Are you fucking kidding me? So you mean tell me we could have had the labs in before 30 days? She's like, call that number back. That's not true. So I called it back and I don't know. They said that they'll get back to me, you know, and then they ended up sending me my paperwork that same day. So I don't know if that coordinator just called the call center and said, can you just send her her paperwork? I don't know, because she ended up sending it. But calling the number, they would just blow me off. So now I'm starting to feel a little leery about that. They don't make me feel comfortable at all. At all. So it's been about a week since I posted the video of my pre-op. All my labs came back. That's how I got my clearance. So now it was time to fax the documents from or upload it to the portal. AVANA don't allow them to fax it. They just don't give you a fax number. They tell you to upload the documents on the portal for your surgery coordinator, which that was way more easier than faxing. Even though my clinic ended up faxing the other one to 305, aka New Life Plastic Surgery. So there was no issues there. I get an automatic response literally the next morning from AVANA Plastic. This is why I'm liking them. From AVANA Plastic Surgery saying, "Oh, your labs are great." And I'm thinking, like, I know they're great because you don't know I've been taking Ensure, which I gotta take some more. Do you not know how much stuff is in here? So I'm gonna get my vitamins, whatever. Water every day, iron, vitamin D, B12, turmeric, vitamin C, vitamin E. I had everything. So speaking of that, I do need to take, but there is some that once it came down to getting close to my surgery, I have to stop vitamin E. Something about vitamin E you can't have. I have my Medica 3 tablets, can't have that, can't take that anymore. B12, that's a no-no. They do not want you taking that close to your surgery. I think the only safe ones were vitamin C and iron. So fortunately, I had to stop all of those. So now I just take my iron and my vitamin C and drink tons of water. So, but my labs came back really good. I'm not sure what the requirement was, if it was 11.5 of what your, your hemoglobin, am I saying it right? Yeah, I think it's your hemoglobin. If it has to be at a 11.5 for your iron levels, 11.5 or higher, 11.6 or something like that. Me taking these daily, mine was at a 12.7. But I just was not proud of myself. When I had my breast augmentation, I did it for like 2 to 3 months straight. I was lazy this time around, and I'm having 2 procedures at once being done. I kind of did it only at a month and a half. So it could have been at a 13.0. And that's what I had in 2020 for my breast. It was just phenomenal numbers. But okay, 12.7, that's still good. Way higher than what they expected. But they ended up emailing me. AVANA emailed me right away, said, "Your labs are amazing." I'm thinking like, yeah, I've been doing some research. I'll get it right. That's one thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get it right. So that was phenomenal. But there were some labs that were missing. So apparently I needed to submit CBC, which I did. But they're saying I needed CBC with differentials. I guess that does the blood count, and my doctor only did CBC. So I had to go back, and I didn't vlog that because I know you were like, what is she going back for? But I ended up back at my pre-op doctor to do CBC with differential, and being that it didn't require a physical appointment, it was just another blood draw, one sample this time because they missed that blood draw. So I went back and they did the actual CBC with differentials, and they did not send it out to LabCorp where I have to wait 1 or 2 days. They did it within the office, and it came back in like a minute, and it was uploaded to my chart, hurried up and sent that to them. And they also printed me out a copy as well, and I sent that to them. And then we were missing the EKG graph. So the EKG graph, okay, I did the EKG. My doctor loads onto my chart portal. She just uploaded the EKG results saying that I was normal, nothing wrong in the chest area. But they also like to look at the graph. They like to look at, is it going up and down, or is it just like, you know, like she has a good normal heart, like nothing's going on in the chest. And I didn't know they needed the physical graph. So this is all new to me. They actually wanted the graph. So I had to go back and say, can I actually get the graph and not like the wording or the numbers or the or something like that with the interpretation report. So they ended up giving me that. So I was uploaded that. Then I was totally fine with them. And she sent me, so then after I did that, this is where it got hairy, guys. This is where it got kind of a little deep for me. So AVANA been communicating with me, doing everything they ask. 305 still haven't heard nothing for them. My doctor has sent over, because this one they don't even have a portal. You have to fax it over to 305 Plastic Surgery, aka New Life Plastic Surgery. You have to send that information over via fax, and my doctor did that, no problem. Still didn't hear from them. And they waited a whole week. Said, we got your labs. Everything looks great. Your labs are awesome. But we were missing some other labs, which I'm not sure, because when I got my copy of my labs, this is why I got it. Both of these. Because when I get down to Miami, Florida, I don't want either surgery center to say we didn't get anything. Oh, yes, you did. And if you didn't, I have a copy. So I got copies. I don't get how they miss the labs to fax them. So they missed like 2 pages. So long story short, they ended up waiting a week to get back to me. I'm like, that's the stuff I'm talking about. Y'all being unreliable. And I got 2 more weeks to get on this plane. And now y'all wait to call me. Like, y'all was already late to give me my labs. Then y'all waiting 2 weeks to call me. So I ended up making a decision. AVANA Plastic Surgery said, okay, everything is in, all your labs, all your medical records, everything, your clearance form from your doctor say you're low at risk is in. We will send you out a clearance email once you make payment on the portal. I'm thinking like, oh, they want my $7,000 now. And I'm like, this means I have to choose. I was like, no, someone told me that I can just bring my cash down to Miami, Florida. And it'll, I can do it that way. Did another policy change happen? And then I was just waiting for her reply, which I waited like a good 20 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? I am just going to send them the $7,000 because I like how they've been communicating with me. And I feel more confident with them. 305, they're going to just probably put me through the ringer. So, and they're more expensive. So I went with AVANA and I went on to my portal as hard as it was and made the $7,100. I think because I ended up putting a deposit of $400 down with them. So I had $7,100 left out of the $7,500. So I ended up paying it. So it was paid in full. Now it says a 0 balance. And I let her know via email that, you know what, no worries about cash. I won't bring no cash down there. I paid it online, $7,100. You can move ahead with their clearance email. And within like 10 minutes, she said, dear Andrea, you have been cleared for surgery. And that just made my heart warm. So now 305 decides to call me yesterday, which was Friday, because today's Saturday, while me and my daughter was getting some pizza. And it says, Andrea, have you, they call me Andrea. I don't know. It's whatever. Andrea, have you sent us your lab work? I said, my doctor sent some of the lab work, but however, due to some unfortunate reasons, I decided to move with a different surgery center who's already have cleared me and I paid, so you can cancel me. She said, okay, no problem. So they didn't sound like they even give a care about it. They just, I think they have more people that go with them anyway. I heard Dr. Williams at 305 Patrick is the GOAT. So more power to them. My doctor would have been JC Alvarez, which I love his work. Love his work. But I just wasn't feeling comfortable. And when I don't feel comfortable, I will be more anxiety and I want to be calm, have my blood pressure down. I don't want to be nervous. I already have to be nervous getting on a plane for the first time. So, yeah, so I went with AVANA. That's the secret. The secret's out. I chose AVANA Plastic Surgery. So 305 is officially out and I'm happy to say I'm going to be a doll for AVANA. So, oh, let me take these pills. Hold on, y'all. I'm just talking away. Hold on. So I went with AVANA. I already got my clearance. And then she's so sweet. Like, she's like, I'm so happy to see you. I can't wait to see you. And I'm thinking like, really? You can't wait to see me? I'm sure you deal with other people. Why me? I'm like, I can't wait to see you too. Thank you so much for being very just nice and friendly and educating me when policies has changed. I was thinking to myself, even though it was unfortunate news that it wasn't no longer included with my garment and my massage, she was still respectful. So I just thanked her and she was like, okay, honey, talk to you later. I was like, okay. So she was very awesome. And then she wanted to know when I would be touching down in Miami, Florida. And I said Sunday, June 26th. She will let me know my pre-op time on Monday, but I will be arriving on that Sunday. And then she asked me my height and my weight again, just in case your BMI got a little up there again. But my BMI is like only 24. I wish it was a little higher so I can get better results. But I'm 162, 5'8". So your girl's still skinny because I'm tall and it's a lot of food to pack on. So, yeah, I delivered that bad news to 305, did that. So she was asking me, did you now want to buy your massages here with AVANA? And she gave me the prices, and I'm thinking like, no offense to the surgical coordinator, I just heard that they rush, and your time that you're spending for the $100, you only get a good 10 minutes out of that, and possibly even 20, but that's it. And then on to the next girl. I don't want to waste $100 for one massage or something. She quoted me like that just for 15-20 minutes. So I told her who I was going with. I bought a package with the squeeze lady, and she already has me down right after my surgery. The next day she will be coming. Then the next day she'll be coming, and I get an hour. So I rather spend my $100 that way. So she was okay with that. But I do have to still buy my first garment with AVANA no matter what. So that was a $120 that I will have to bring down in cash for that. And then possibly my labs. Oh, and then the COVID test. So AVANA required a COVID test. I didn't read the fine print. It says 14 days prior to your surgery. I did it around my pre-op date time, and I was like 28 days before my surgery. So I did like a whole 30 days before. So she said, you're going to need to take one more COVID test because you took it way too soon. I'm like, well, shoot, I was trying to give you everything you needed, girl. I ain't giving y'all no reason. So, yep, got to take the COVID test again. But it wasn't that bad. It was just they just swabbed your nose. They don't go way up there. They just go right here and right here. So it ended up not being as bad. So I'm going to go back and do the COVID test and send them that 14 days. Well, technically I'm 16 days today. So Monday will be my 14th day. So technically I can go schedule to do it then, but I'm going to try to just see what I can do on Monday. So I bought my package with the squeeze lady. Then for my post-op transportation after surgery. So who's going to be picking me up to take me to the hotel once I'm done. I chose to go with StayRN, which they are also awesome. I haven't had any issues with them. It's $175 for them to just provide you post-op transportation. That's it. They're picking you up from the surgery center and taking you back to your location. And depending on if you're far out, it'll be an extra fee. But mine's is Miami to Miami, Florida. So it's in the same city, and they're actually only 8 minutes apart. So you can't charge me for 8 minutes. So I ended up having to text them because I originally told them 305 plastic surgery's address for that surgery center, because I was for sure I was going with 305 plastic surgery. I didn't care. I was going to spend that $9,000 to them because I just knew I was going to be top tier communication with them. Everything was going to be good, but it ended up being not them, and I went with AVANA. So I had to text her, and I don't know if cancellation or reschedules or changes to your thing will cost, because I'm hearing that it's like $100 to change it. But I'm not changing the surgery day. I'm not changing the time. I'm not changing anything but the address. The day still was the same. So it was free of charge. She updated in my chart, no problem. She's okay. Everything's been updated. Thanks to let me know that it was this surgery center. So she updated it to AVANA so they can pull up to the right surgery center. So I got my post-surgery care, and then far as within the hotel, I'm just going to rely on myself to kind of, because I don't think I'll need as much help. I mean, I'm not gonna say I will. I probably will. My daughter will be there too, so we will see. But I didn't buy any extra like 24-hour nurse or something like that for a day or so. I didn't buy that. Now I'm still thinking about it. If it gets really bad, I might need it, but I didn't buy that. So that's the news, everyone. So I want to tell you some things that I bought that I probably shouldn't have. So in my first haul about my BBL and buying stuff, I had this black robe that was thick that I'm going to wear when I get out of surgery. But in Walmart, it had, how much was this? $12.98. And I got it in that large XL just because I want it really loose. But it's this thin little one. I like it. And it comes down to like my knees because it's probably going to be hot in Florida. So I don't think I want to walk around with that too much. The heavy robe that I already got in my luggage because it's just gonna be too hot for that. So this is when I'm the next day when I'm done with my surgery, I'm gonna change to that robe because it's gonna be hot down there. So I'm trying to prepare myself. Oh, I just bought this painless hair remover to bring down there, and this is because I already had this. This is just for your peach fuzz. I used to have a pink one, but I moved here and can't seem to find it. It's probably somewhere in my attic with all my other storage. But your girl don't got time to be going in the attic looking in all those boxes and bags. So I grabbed this one. I hope it works the same because it looks exactly the same like the other one I got. But this was from the store Five Below. So I just don't know if it's gonna work like that one. That one is. Oh, this one even feels cheap. And you put batteries in it. Where's the batteries go? Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay, so we got that. And this is from Five Below. I went to Walmart, Five Below. And I got me like a medium t-shirt to wear. I don't know. Who knows? Anything can happen. So got that. Okay, now I went to Rainbow. I love Rainbow. So I wanted to buy like a loose flowy dress because the ones I bought from SheinN, I think. Oh my gosh, they are so tight fitting. I can't wear those down to Miami. So I had to go and buy a little flowy dress. And it has these little things on the side. So, and I like the way it fits. I already tried it on. It's very like, much like a pajama dress type vibe. Then, oh, I forgot I got these at Five Below. Just to wear some like, comfortable sandals. And I tried these on at Five Below. Oh my gosh, they're so stretchy and comfortable. Who would have thought? $5. So these might be my shoes that I'm going down. Well, these for sure going to be my shoes down there. And I like how they're easy to just slip in. So I think these are really going to be comfortable. So I also made another mistake, but I ain't gonna stop the mistake because I already bought it. So I bought at Rainbow this netted skirt that ties. Then it comes with a bralette set, and again, I would not be able to probably wear the bralette right now. Yeah, my breasts are done, but and it'll be good for Miami, but being I'm gonna have that faja on, I ain't gonna be able to wear that top. So I bought this to match it. So we're gonna not wear the top with it. I'm gonna wear it probably on another time I really are done healing, not wearing a faja and my body snatched. Then I'll put the outfit back on. But I'm gonna wear this with it. It's the same color. So, and that came from Rainbow. Then of course I bought a black one. Comes with the bra too. But I have also a black tank top that I've been had in my bag, and that's gonna be what I wear with it. And the reason why I'm choosing like stretchy net is because I don't got time to be trying to mess up my hips and putting on anything that can like ruin my results. So we went with these. How is it gonna fit in my already compact bag? Luggage, I have no clue. I really have no clue. So that's that. Then I gotta put my lab results in there. I'm looking out this window, and I kid you not, my neighbor's gate is right there where we share a gate, because he's fenced in, I'm fenced in. And the squirrel is like on the gate, but is looking directly, it's just paused right there in the middle, and it's looking directly at me, just staring. Like he can actually see me. That's like dope. So, I don't know if I want to pack these. Like, the more I think about it, I'm having surgery. These are little suction cups. I don't know if I want to pack these because my luggage is already heavy. So then I got some masks. I got everything. So that's kind of that. I'm literally just waiting. You guys, the countdown is here, so. I want to show you guys one more thing. If I can find my purse. Hold on. Okay, so, no. So, I had to push my grand opening from July 1st because I would be down in Miami till like July 2nd. And then also some vendors weren't going to be showing up. The packages hasn't even made it to the US. So that ruined my grand opening. Some said July 13th, the end of July. I'm like, so I can't base my grand opening until like stuff is here. So I put a tentative date for August 15th. My birthday's on August 16th for the grand opening. That Monday, August 15th, will be the grand opening, but it says tentative because that can also change due to if there's any delays in my supplies coming to the shop. So, but I did want to show you guys some other stuff that did come in. So I had to update my business card to my new logo. I don't know if you guys could see that. I wish it would focus though. Maybe that's how it is. Then it has the back where I can schedule your appointment to get your hair done, the address and the time, the barcode, the QR code. So that came. And then the Salon Cakes came in too. I don't know if I could show you guys this because it's so big. And it matches the business logo. So got those made, and I have more of those. But so those came in. And then also my flyers for the grand opening. Those are already at the shop. Those also came too. They came in a big package, so I can start passing out the flyers. They look exactly like this. So everything matches for my logo. So so I think that's at that, guys. And I thank you guys for like tuning in. I just wanted to update you guys on that. I'm not sure if I'm going to attach the video to this video about me renovating the hair braiding booths area and within my shop, because that video alone is like an hour. So this would be almost an hour. So we'll be at 2 hours. I think it's just too, yeah, I probably won't. I won't attach it, probably not. Yeah, I think that's that. I guess if anybody has any questions that they want to ask me, feel free to ask me. This is a new journey for me. I can only tell you my experience, but everybody that I have been communicating with thus far is all linked up and ready to go. So my post-op surgery transportation is set, my massages is set, and just to get those confirmation emails are awesome. So they both told me to save it, so I'm going to save the confirmations and probably print them off as well in case my phone dies or anything. But I'm excited to bring my new vlogging camera. I have to figure out a way to get these items into this luggage, because I'm already at capacity at this point, so it's gonna be a lot. But yeah, other than that, guys, keep staying tuned to my surgery. Feel free to follow me on my journey, like, comment, or subscribe. Be down with your girl. And maybe we'll get back to some more fun stuff. I don't know if this is necessarily fun for some people, just following somebody on their surgery journey, but yeah, stay tuned. There's a lot going on in my world. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in. If you are going for surgery as well, I want to say good luck to you as well. Stay safe and stay healthy. Don't let anybody stress you out or make your blood pressure rise. Remain calm, even when it's some unfortunate news that you're hearing. Like, just remain calm and try to get whatever information the surgery centers need and get it over to them. Also, continue to take your vitamins, except for the ones that are on your do not take list that's provided from the surgery center. And shoot, eat your banana like I do. Like, I'm gonna have me a good meal. Like right now, I'm making a roast chicken with some curry rice, and then some corn on the side. So I try to make my portion without some salt on there, so I don't raise any of my blood pressure, or I don't have blood pressure issues. I just heard that you don't want to do that. So I don't know. So thank you, everyone. Stay tuned. I can't wait for the vlogging camera so you guys can get a better vlogging experience. Again, this is on my phone and I'm doing the best I can because I'm not going to give up on showing you guys this content. And stay tuned. I want to say thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoy your Saturday, and stay tuned for the next clip.